So are we starting this without an intro? What's happening?
Yeah.
Michael's just gonna put the intro in the beginning.
No, or after. Or
catch
after. Or after. I thought that if we just kind of had it going, and like we'll start it in a second, it could be used for like a beginning thing, maybe like I don't know what you feel like. What do you fucking stuff like that.
And then Michael can mess with it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just trying to pop him up on the screen as many times as possible.
Who, Michael?
Just so I can see his beautiful, beautiful face. Yeah.
Michael.
Yeah, people need more Michael in their lives.
I love Michael.
Yeah, me too.
Michael's the best.
It's just gonna be so much Michael popping up.
Just Michael
All
everywhere.
That's gonna be so much work, man. You're gonna have to copy and paste that little Michael picture.
I know,
over
just
and
so
over
many
again.
Michaels, like Leo Tiny Michaels. Put a Leo Michael
Put
right
a whole
here.
roll of Leo Tiny
Put
Michaels.
a little one here. Make one of these with Michaels.
And now draw one picture of Michael with a whole bunch of little Michaels.
You gotta draw it though. It's hand drawn.
Just a pencil drawing.
Oh
so
wow!
good.
I did that last word that came out right now was not what I meant, but I'm gonna ask it anyway.
Oh, awesome! Yeah, it was good. The best things happen when you don't prepare.
Are we going?
I think so, man. I think.
The Talky Show.
Welcome to another episode
of the Talky Show. I guess we're doing that. Mike.
Michael Mielton.
Mike Mielton. Over here.
Mr. Lance, I'm Wet Fogel. Over there.
They call me.
Nobody calls me that, man.
Nobody does. Well, I mean, there's been a few people. I get wet pretty often, actually. I'm not glistening anymore.
Nope, not yet.
Let me just use two exact lines from the last one to keep this going, because I'm uncreative.
Dumb and ugly and uncreative.
Yep, just all of that stuff. Welcome to the Talky Drinky, the Drinky Talk Talk show.
The Drinky Talk Talk. Not a sponsor. Hold on, let me get that out of there.
I mean,
brought
we
to you
should,
today by Milwaukee's Best.
I mean, free advertisement.
Yeah, who doesn't love free advertisement?
Pick up one of your
people see it.
Pick up one of your Milwaukee Beast Premium. It's the better version, I hear.
Well, it's the premium version anyway.
I hear the premium versions of things.
I feel like having this much room is
mostly, the better
problem.
versions of things.
I'm trying to stay up.
I'm sorry, I came from work. And there's
I feel like you should check to make sure the microphone's on. If you can do that while we're still doing stuff.
Oh wow!
Because it would suck if we recorded an hour of stuff and had no kind of sound.
I can't check. I would have to stop it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Faith.
So the sound was great.
Yeah. Oh yeah, black screen. 15 minutes later.
15 minutes later, it's like we're idiots.
We're just being extra
I
cautious.
had one job.
There's nothing wrong with that.
You know what my job is? My job is to make sure the shit works and be funny.
Mm-hmm.
And I only did one of those. Well, I didn't do any one of those right yet.
Yeah.
Well, the sound.
That's not quite
works.
true. There was some funny stuff already.
I mean, we think it's
the whole screen full of little Michaels.
Ooh, so many just.
It's gonna be great.
Just popping up everywhere. Just Michaels.
Just Michael.
Michael.
Yep.
It's
gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. Little cup of Q's. Is that what we're doing?
Shh. No.
It's not that time yet.
It's the medium-sized phone of shit I just made up.
You want me to go first?
So, if you don't know, on this show, we answer questions that we would like for you to send in, but we can't because we don't have you.
Right now, the audience is just me and him, so we ask ourselves questions.
Phone questions.
Mm-hmm.
We come up with them to entertain ourselves. Really, I have watched us for an hour more than twice.
No, me too.
So But that's what this show is about. Send us questions. I don't care what they are.
Yeah, definitely. We definitely need some real, legit
We need
audience
some
questions.
real, legit, actual people, not robot questions. Or robot questions. We don't discriminate.
Yeah.
I love robots.
Hey, little guy.
One of my best.
Cut to a clip.
So that's what this is about. So please, send us questions. We wanna answer your questions.
Nope. Okay.
It's gotta be right.
I just last time I didn't have all this because it was a lot closer. So
all right. I'm gonna ask a question.
Okay.
But I'm gonna be right back.
Oh no! You know what happens when you leave me alone?
15
minutes
black
later.
Screen. Your stomping grounds. How were they? What did you do?
how where are they?
where are they? Where have they been?
Where have they been? I got lots of old stomping grounds, man. Like, I guess I started stomping when I was just a wee little young one, and I was stomping around Denver in the projects. It was fun times.
In the projects.
That's where I grew up.
Wow.
Shout out to Osage. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's good times. That's my first stomping ground. And then I also lived in California for a while.
So you were just you're just a little you're just a baby in the projects, just like
stomping all over the project.
Just walking around on the sidewalks.
I don't remember being a baby, but
I hear that most people are one at some point in their life.
I don't know. I've met very few babies. Met lots of people.
I don't know. Do babies even exist?
Yeah,
Show us a baby.
I got to a clip.
Come on, I said the hip hop, you hit it to the hip hop, and you don't stop the rocket to the bang bang boogie. Set up, jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to beat.
But yeah. So then stomped around California for a while. Lived a block away from Disneyland. Never went there. Nope. Didn't happen. Stomped all over it though.
How old were you?
When I was at Disneyland.
Yeah.
When I was living in Anaheim, I was 11 or 12. Young. And then my next stomping grounds was the swamps of North Carolina. Yep. That was my favorite. Stomped around there for a long time. So where was your stomping ground?
Right here in Orangeburg.
Right here in this kitchen.
No, not
just stomping around the table.
Specifically. I set myself up for failure with some of these questions. I've just been here.
Just stomped around the same house for the last 20 years.
I've only been here. I mean, I moved out for about 4 years. An hour away. But no, man. I mean, like, I used to go to the mall a lot.
Stomped around the mall. Yeah. I was never a mall kid.
Oh, dude, I went to the mall all the time. Walden Books. You had Hot Walk. Of course, the second one would be food.
Hot Walk. Oh. I was picturing it with an L. It's
right,
not. No L.
No.
No L in Walk.
No
L.
Not in the mall, but Sam Goody. I love a Sam Goody.
Sam Goody, man.
Sam Goody was great. That's just
us again talking about Sam Goody.
But yeah, I was totally a mall kid. Like that's what I did.
No, I would go to the mall and walk around and look at every single store, and then I was bored and I would leave.
I never Orangeburg Mall is so boring though because they don't even have a Walden book. They don't have any bookstore anymore. I don't even think Swift Books is there.
Oh yeah, it's really bad.
You have clothes and shoes.
It's Forever 13 and then the Hot Walk, and that's it. That's the only two stores in that mall.
JCPenney, Belk's.
That's right.
Sears got closed down.
Yeah, there are the anchor stores.
Those only two anchor stores. I mean, they have a Rue 21 that has probably been going out of the business
for
the past 18 years.
That's not It's Rue 21.
Just going out of business. 13. It's like, going out of business, 50% off everything, and then they're still there to this day.
Get that T-shirt for $1.50.
I mean, Foot Locker. I don't know. After I got out of school, a lot. Me and my friends would just go to the mall. I mean, we live in Orangeburg. We're still in school. I'm just driving. I'm 16. You can't go to Columbia. At least we had a movie theater back then. Don't even have one of those anymore.
Just a barren town. Lots of Dollar Generals.
Ooh.
Everywhere a Dollar General.
What did you say?
$14 Generals in this town. They're everywhere. Cut to a clip, and it's just like $14 Generals in a row,
just
right next to each other.
Right next to each other. There's one right there. You can't see it.
You can almost see it.
You can almost see it.
If it wasn't dark, you couldn't
if there
see
weren't
it.
trees
But
in the way, but
almost.
literally less than 2 minutes of a drive if you don't hit the traffic light.
I could walk there pretty easily.
Oh yeah, very easily.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like those. I mean, that's what I did. I used to skateboard.
Oh,
if you
nice.
can believe that.
Around the mall? Did you skateboard around the mall?
I did. I was a hoodlum. Like it was.
There's
it was,
a lot of good parking lot at the mall.
Oh,
here,
it
though.
is.
You could
It
skateboard
is,
the crap out of this small parking
like
lot.
as much hoodlum as you could be in Orangeburg without just like, I don't know, being in an actual gang, I guess.
While still not ever doing anything bad. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, like 16, 17, and like actually like 15, 16, 17. We would just we did a lot of things. Just like when I used to. I was that I don't know. I was just a skater kid, but like emo and so. It was one of those times, man.
Yeah, I've been back to Denver as an adult, and Denver has this really great mall. That's they call it the 16th Street Mall because it's the whole damn street for like a mile. It's just a mall, and there's just stores on both sides, big ass movie theaters and shit. Just like tons of good stuff there. And so you can go spend a whole day walking up one side of the street and checking out stuff, and then you get on a shuttle at the end and you come back, and the shuttle's free to ride.
Nice.
And then you ride a mile back, and then you save the other half of the street for the next day. So there's lots of good stuff to do at the mall there. It's hard to even call it a mall because it was so outdoor, and every store was next to each other and stuff. But that's a great place to be.
That would be something. I mean, we went to flea markets here sometimes.
If I was a teenager when I was living in Denver, I would have definitely stomped around the mall there because that place was awesome.
That sounds like a good mall to stomp around.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a good skateboarding mall, and just like a good. You know, it's
well, it probably
like
would have been.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm
well,
saying.
maybe not so much. I mean, there were sidewalks, but it was just street, so maybe not.
Oh.
There were places where you could go inside, and there was like an escalator, but
I got you.
an escalator.
Oh, dude, you can't even like Columbiana Mall was just.
I feel like I've been there.
The peak, like experience for me as like a 14 through like 17 teenager, because
Is that the
it
place where the
wasn't
guy has
Orangeburg.
like the baseball cards and swords? Like it's just like a weird.
No.
mix
That's
of shops?
Columbia Place Mall.
Oh, okay.
That's the mall that was there before Columbiana. That's the dying mall.
Yeah,
The
it's
one that's
definitely dying.
Um,
There's like one bookstore that only sells like black spiritual books.
What? Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the
That's
thing.
right. That is
And then
definitely a thing.
the guy with the like sword and baseball card
they
shop.
have a Disney store in there.
No, I don't think they do.
Yeah.
I
Wait,
think
or
it's
is that
already
the
gone.
Columbiana Mall? Oh wait.
I mean, I went at
Oh,
Christmas and
no,
there was like
there
4
used to-
people in this mall, dude.
There
At
used to-
Christmas
we gotta,
time.
We gotta get the next question. There's a
we're not on a time limit, man.
There was a toy store in there. That was the best thing. And when I played like Yu-Gi-Oh and a whole bunch of other crap. It was the best place in that mall. It was that, and then Fine Art Baseball. That's what it was. The Fine Art Baseball.
Yeah,
Ron Jeremy worked there. Show a picture of Ron Jeremy real quick. Let's keep it safe for work.
Show him. Oh no, okay, then keeping it safe for
Yeah,
work.
we're
Yeah,
keeping
okay,
it
never
safe.
mind. Don't show that then.
No, we're not.
Just show it in a bubble
we're
and
not-
then like blur it out.
Not enthusiasts of that part of Ron Jeremy.
Did he work there though?
Dude, like I think there's an actual picture of the guy who works there on their website. I have to find it, and you have to put them side by side. You don't know. You don't understand.
I've met the guy. I don't remember him looking like that though. I have company. Who is this coming up in my house right now? I don't have friends.
I think that's Caleb.
It's possible. We might have a guest on today's show.
Maybe.
But yeah, no. What was I saying? Something about stomping grounds. Oh, Boardwalk. I was telling you about the other day. The arcade where you just buy an all-day pass and you play every game is so good. So good. That place was fantastic, man.
There was never
Because arcades were always just too expensive. But if you pay $10, you can play video games all day. It was the best. The best. Wish I'd have stomped around there a lot more.
Went to the boardwalk in Myrtle Beach one time on like a youth trip back in the day. Ate at
I've been there.
Ate at what is it, Margaritaville. Actually, really, guess what I got? Just a burger.
A burger? Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Weak. a week. The only time I've ever really been to Myrtle Beach, I went to the House of Blues, concerts and stuff.
Oh, everybody, Caleb.
Welcome to the
welcome.
show. Welcome to the
show.
guest cage. Thanks for coming.
The guest cage is the entirety of outside.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
but you got to stay outside.
Yeah,
and
you
it
have
looks
to
like
stay
you're in a
outside.
cage
Right.
From here.
Right.
It's
You want to bring
just
up a
so
chair
weird.
then?
Just pull up a chair. Just pull up. Yeah, pull it right up to the window. Yeah, don't pull in though. That would be bad.
It's going good, man. We were just talking. We were on the
Just,
first question.
making
We
a
were talking
talking
about our
show.
stomping grounds.
It's fantastic to be here.
I'm glad,
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here, man.
So
It was,
where were your stomping
yeah,
grounds,
it's your
Caleb?
stomping
My
grounds,
stomping grounds, Coke,
Where-
South Carolina, and Vanbusablue, South Carolina.
And what'd you stomp around on?
Come on, get you. Come on.
I really stomped around on a lot of shit. I did go to jail for vandalism one time, so there was a lot of stomping going on.
way too
Yeah.
much. Yeah, man.
That's
the thing that happened.
yeah. I'm still stomping a little bit, but not in the same way.
Mall at all?
Ah,
You
a
were a
little,
mall
yeah.
kid?
Actually, not this mall because we don't have a good one. I always liked going to the
stomped around
Columbia
this
Mall.
I stopped around
What
this
did you
mall.
do there?
Dude, absolutely just skateboarded and got into trouble.
Apparently, is what you did.
Hot walk?
Yeah, man.
Is that like a?
It's a Chinese place.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that
I
was
thought
an
maybe
L.
that was
That's
like a
what I thought too,
technique or something.
You're
Like,
just hot walking around the mall.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
I mean, the old people do that. They have like their jumpsuits and stuff, and
They
they just
do.
they
They do.
walk around the mall,
That's how you
hot
hot
walking,
is
man.
it cool if I come inside?
Yeah, come on, man. Yeah, bring
Oh,
up
sure,
a chair.
but you can't be on the show anymore,
Bring
though.
up a chair. Oh no, he
You
can
get out of the
totally be
guest cage. You're not getting on the show. So welcome everybody. This is Caleb Sturgis.
Everybody, Caleb, Vanbusablue, everybody.
Vanbusablue.
Yeah,
Uh,
everybody, we need some claps.
I don't know you guys'
Sorry.
usernames. That's cheating.
We don't have. I'm just Lance Fogel. He's Mike Nealton.
He's Lance.
Then
I'm
why
Wet
am
Fogel.
I my video game name?
Why not? You're very popular to us.
We need those.
YouTube.
We know the.
I'm very popular.
We need those
among
fans.
Two people.
Yeah,
We need every fan we can get.
We definitely need some of those. But yeah, like you already answered one of those questions.
I don't remember which one it was.
It was the Stomping Grounds one.
Oh yeah. Yep. I
Yep.
grew up here. I lived here. I was born here. I've never really been anywhere else.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, me either.
Part of the talk show tonight?
Apparently.
Yeah, he's our guest. He's our guest.
Little did I know when I got here.
The Talky Show. It can be. It can. You can edit it out. It's 2016.
We have a live editor now.
Yeah.
We have Michael
It's
Pryor.
2016.
Oh,
Cut
good.
to a clip.
Oh my God.
It's just Michael Pryor wearing the 2016 glasses.
Oh, dude. Yes,
Cut to a
absolutely.
clip. It's just gonna be one cut that's like, Caleb outside. Can I come inside? 15 minutes later.
He's just gone.
Yeah.
Like, well, that was Caleb, everybody.
Oh, he's
Shut
so
the
good.
fuck up.
Ah, it'd be so good.
But we are on
You
our
can't be
next,
mad if that
next
happens.
question. Mike.
Oh, is it my turn for a
Yeah,
next
man.
question? All right. So, would you rather be a king or a Kong?
I think that actually begs the question: what is a Kong?
Well, I was thinking Diddy Kong at first, and then I was like, no, Donkey Kong.
Oh, like
because
one of the
then,
Kongs.
then you could be. Well, I mean, Kong could be whatever. That was what I thought. Because I would want to be Donkey Kong, because then you get to be in the best video game of all time, which was Super Mario Kart 64, and you also get to be in Donkey Kong Country, Diddy Kong Country, Diddy Kong Racing, like lots of good games you get to be in. The original Mario, where you're throwing the buckets. I feel like Kong is the way to go. King would be nice, sure.
So does
Sure.
King? Do we have to go back in time to when those still existed?
There's still kings, lots of
So
them.
wait, do we have? Would I rather be Donkey Kong or like rule a third world country?
Right, yeah, exactly.
Doesn't
Yeah, those
have
are your
to fit
questions.
In the
Yep,
modern
mhm,
time
mhm.
constraints.
No,
I
that's-
would have to go with Kong because I would just be a happy like monkey person. I
Yeah,
wouldn't know any better.
right?
I'd definitely go with Kong though.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
I
like,
can't-
king
I
would be
can't
nice
imagine.
because you'd have a whole kingdom and
No,
stuff,
but
like
you could be
the
king
responsibilities.
Of the, jungle, the Kong King of the
Oh,
jungle.
that's
Oh,
true.
you could
Yeah.
be both.
Yeah, in a weird way. That's
No,
no
we've
fun,
already
though.
determined that you can't answer a question by saying both.
Yeah,
That
you
was,
can't.
So that excludes you can't be King Kong. You can't.
That's true. That's a good point. You can't. That would be both.
You can be
Nope,
any Kong
can't be that
except
Kong.
for King Kong.
Or that king. Yep.
Yep.
It can be any
The
king
question
too,
is,
except for King Kong.
Would
Yep.
you rather be a king or a Kong?
Yep.
It's just ridiculous to like expect to be able to just choose both like that.
Mhm.
I mean, like
Seriously, because we had a question yesterday that was assy or classy, and I was just like, both?
Yeah,
No,
but-
no,
yeah,
it
but
doesn't
you
work
can't
that
do
way. That's
because
not
I like
the whole
classy,
point
but
of questions is one of the
It's
other.
a line graph.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have to pick one of the two
Mhm.
directions.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
You gotta lean a little bit more towards one than the other. That's
the
the
Venn
idea.
diagram of this is 2 separate circles.
Cut to a clip.
Cut to a clip of 2 circles.
Two circles. Just two circles.
Just 2 circles?
Like
next
this.
to each other.
just
Cut to that.
just right the fuck next to each other, right?
How close do we have to get to this?
Oh no, like
It's
you're
a pretty good
fine.
microphone.
Like
You can
it's-
whisper right up on it. You know,
Can
don't
you
have
just
to.
whisper into it?
It'll pick it up perfectly.
You don't have to. I
Yeah.
can just sit back.
I'm trying to stay a little closer because in the very first one I was super quiet.
Yep.
But you
and
really
now
don't have to be
make
that
up
close.
for it.
Yeah, he has to try his
So.
best.
So Lance, you said Kong as well?
Yeah, man,
going-
100%.
you're going
all
Kong?
the
It's a
time.
unanimous
Yeah, man.
decision.
It's a unanimous Kong.
Yeah,
right?
Candy Kong specifically.
Candy
if I
Kong
had to
because you
pick
get to
one.
the helicopter.
No,
head?
because she's a female.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
So you identify as Candy? Is this what you're
I
saying?
do, yeah, that's that. Candy
Lance Candy Kong Fogel.
Kong Fogel. That's what they call me. That's what the boys call me.
We're just trying to have Michael
Oh,
type
this
as
is
much
getting-
stuff as possible
Right.
into
Oh,
the
yeah.
typing
Oh,
spot.
because he hates it, right?
And every time we say Michael, he's got to put a picture of himself up on the screen. It's going to be so good.
That's pretty good.
Yep, it'll be great.
Yeah,
Isn't
man.
that right, Michael?
Thank you for helping us out with that.
Uh,
We needed as much of that as we could get.
Lord.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
So like,
So
what
this
was
episode's
like,
gonna air in like 3 months.
whenever he
at
decides
least.
that he can do all the work involved with all the extra stuff we want him to do. Yes.
On a
Right.
schedule
It'll
like
get
that,
there.
you guys will be famous in
What was that?
No
up
time.
with like
Exactly.
Funky Kong?
Flat.
Like never. No
It
time.
happened yesterday. Everybody loves it already.
What's
I
that?
said, what was ever up with Funky Kong though? Like, I'm still on the Kong thing because I'm like, he's the only motherfucker with glasses and like he knows things.
Funky Kong? I don't remember Funky Kong.
Yeah, Funky Kong. Remember?
Is that from part 3?
I've never put-
What?
Michael
no,
live
Funky
playing the
Kong,
game,
he-
just
he-
speed running
yeah.
it. Yeah,
The
it'd be so
video
good.
of Michael trying
you can go
to
to him.
beat the game.
You can go to him, and he has like a boombox and like
Oh,
he
was
has
that
glasses.
3?
And
Was that?
he has he was in all of them.
Was there?
And you jump in a little barrel plane.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
I've never,
Yep.
I've never played Donkey Kong.
That's because you're a
Oh, you're missing out,
Baby!
man. You're missing out.
because you're just a little little baby.
So what was your very first video game system, Caleb?
Oh yes.
Ah man, that would see.
Did it
There's
start
a
with a
lot
P?
of technicalities here. I grew up in the same house as my uncle for a while, so
So there was
he
an
had
Atari.
an N64.
Oh, we're not. Okay,
Yeah, the oldest one, Sega Genesis.
okay.
I used
yeah.
to play Mortal Kombat constantly.
That's going
and-
back about as far as most people can go.
Yeah,
yeah,
Sega
yeah,
Genesis
absolutely. I
was
mean, like
what I had.
Nintendo was the very first thing I ever.
I did. Atari was the first thing. I
Mine
played.
was a PS2.
Yeah, old,
The first one that was like, Caleb, this is for you. This is
Oh,
a gift.
I got you.
PlayStation 2.
Wow.
We had a family PS1,
Oh, alright,
which was
That's a
oh,
good idea.
We got that
Yeah.
like
Family
we
systems.
got like 2 years.
Also
before.
complicated. I was the only child,
Yeah.
so I didn't have to deal with that.
I also had a GameCube at one point in time. Kind of relevant, not really, but still don't and never have had a memory card.
No, yeah. No, I had.
played-
Oh, dude.
I had that issue with the Saturn.
I've been
man.
there,
I had to
man.
leave it
I've
on for
been
3
there.
days
So-
to beat Rayman. Yeah.
So, right?
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
never
just
beat
So
a game.
I had
Never beat a game.
First 2 levels of
game
Luigi's
was
Mansion, I could fucking like, I could
Without even looking.
animate a fucking playthrough
Yeah.
by hand from memory.
Yep.
Same with Metroid Prime. Like the first 20
Oh,
minutes of
the
that
fir-
game, I could walk you through it. Like just.
You
know, I
couldn't
take
just
you
leave
on
the
a journey.
system on though and
No,
keep
man,
playing it tomorrow.
My mom would turn that shit.
Oh, dude. I would.
Nope.
I would. I'm
My
sorry.
mom
when
didn't
I
know how to
have a
turn mine
memory
off.
card, man,
I just unplug it from the
what-
TV
what
and
was
leave it
it?
on for the
What
next
was
day.
it? I had lost my memory
Yep.
card. Was it Crystal Guard? What was it? It's the game with the boy and the girl and the dog, and they had blue hairs for the N64.
Cut to a clip.
Or I'm just.
Michael will know
Figure
which
it
game
out.
it is.
No, he knows
He
exactly.
knows.
What is it? I don't.
Is it Harvest Moon?
I love Harvest Moon, but no.
Because there's a
It's
Harvest
not.
Moon I used to
It's
have,
not.
and the cover art was a dude and a chick and a dog. That's a very wide category.
Yeah,
A
Well-
dude, a chick, and a dog on a video game. There's probably at
It
least
was
7
by Rare.
answers.
yeah.
Jim.
I don't
Jim-
know who Rare
Gym
is.
Class Hero.
No, Gemini.
No, Probably not.
That I would play that
Jet
game.
Force Gemini.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Jet Set Radio.
Oh boy, also great game. But no, Jet Force Gemini. That's what it was.
So wait,
that game.
Do we look at the camera?
Yeah, or
Okay.
not. I mean, whatever.
Because I've done it once or twice.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't know how to
fine.
feel
Like
about it.
it's fine.
I mean, I've
we
never been
can
on
just
TV.
look at the
Yeah.
camera right now.
Yeah.
I've mentioned that a few times.
Just look.
It's
hey,
fine.
You see where that light?
We don't know what
supposed
we're
to be?
doing either, man.
If it
It's
was
fine.
an
It's
actual
totally fine.
camera and
You know-
not a shitty webcam, do you see that? Do you see where that is?
Audience.
Yes, where they are.
Hi guys.
That's them.
But,
Nice to meet you.
But no, I did not have a memory card when I had that game, and I would just like play the entire game. And when I got to a point, I would save it for no reason because you can't. Just turn my TV off for that night. Like, Mom, don't touch it. Just don't touch my game. Just don't touch it.
So your PlayStation will be on for
No,
weeks.
it's called the N64.
Oh, your N64 will be
My game console.
Your N64 will be on for weeks. That seems bad for it.
Oh, it was.
Was it?
It was
Oh.
horrible, but I didn't want to start over. My
Saturn never had a problem with it.
I had gotten to a point in the game. Oh no, it really probably wasn't. N64 was a fucking just like cinder block.
Yeah.
Nothing had happened to it.
N64 is a solid system.
Yeah, man. GameCube
No issues
was
with
too.
that one.
GameCube was good. That's a whole nother.
Yeah.
Just-
It was a quality system
that
there
was
too.
just
Good controller, man.
great.
Controller felt
It
so
was
good on that one.
It was really good.
All right,
Probably
next
the-
question.
Something interesting, if I can mention.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
of course. Freeform.
Like I grew up living across the street from Michael, and I met him a few times. I've never really talked to him before.
Mm-hmm. You missed it. We were just on a Skype call with
Yeah,
him. We were
we
doing
were
a conference
doing a
call,
conference call,
discussing business.
I missed that, man.
Yeah.
I did know, I don't know if it was like his stepbrother or something like that, JT. We used to hang out. I've been to your house before, bud. My grandparents are still like right there.
Oh, he remembers you, man.
I'm sure he does.
Because I said something, I was like,
right
Caleb.
back.
I'm like, wait, you do know Caleb? He's like, yeah, he was over my house all the time. So like he knows
yeah.
who you
He
are.
just
I
hung
mean,
out
like
with
I-
my grandpa all the time. He just used to hang out with Gramps.
You should probably
Yeah.
pick that up.
Well, like, cause there was a
It's already
younger kid
broken.
there. He was still old. JT was older than me. I don't remember how much older. But like, I remember like one of their cousins, little cousin was there, and I like wrecked a bike into a wall. Cause the little cousin
In the
just.
house?
No, we were outside. The bricks in front of the house by the road.
Yep.
I was riding the
Oh,
bike.
wow.
And then
Yeah.
Pi.
That's
I
the
think was his
mailbox.
name, something like that. Was on his little bike and he ran out in front of me and I was like, "Fuck!" So I turned, ran into the wall, and just
Cut to a clip.
cut to a clip. Yeah.
Caleb just that'd be so good if he had a clip of just Caleb when he was
I
a
would
kid.
die. I would
Running
die.
right
That
into
would
a
be
wall.
crazy relevant, but no, camera phones didn't exist yet.
Oh yeah.
Well, they did, but you know,
Kids didn't have them.
yeah.
No.
You know, there weren't 8-year-olds walking around with Motorola fucking razors. That shit didn't really happen.
Flip it up and record.
Would you give your 7-year-old an iPhone?
Or a Nokia brick.
No, give you a
The
brick.
brick. Best name for a cell phone ever.
Oh no, man! The Razor back in my day was the hottest shit.
The razors.
Oh yeah, that
They
was.
were, I had
Yes.
one, man.
That was
Yes,
a phone
I have
I
one, too.
couldn't afford.
No, I
I was in
have
eighth
my
grade.
ex-girlfriend's
Damn,
Razor.
I was a grown-up man, grown-up
'Cause
ass man.
She got an upgrade, and so she gave me. She's like, "Here, you can use my Razor." I'm like, "Cool." Couldn't use it because at that time we were at Alltel, and my parents were not about to change services just for me.
Wow, that's so
Yeah.
cool. It would have been nice if they would have.
Oh, right. So I had a Razor, and I pretended to use it sometimes.
See,
Just carried it around.
I just carried it
I
around.
was this guy. I really wanted a sidekick.
I had a sidekick.
I wanted
dude.
a sidekick.
It was
Is that the
one
one
of
with
those,
the,
like, it's a
the
phone.
like full QWERTY
Cut.
keyboard that like
Sean,
split out?
you remember
That's cool.
Sideclicks?
Yep.
Sidekicks?
Sidekicks, the only phone
Sidekicks.
to ever be mentioned by weird scene bands that I liked when I was little. Seen Hollywood Undead Live. There were a lot of titties in the crowd. Like
There would
I
be.
went
They-
to
yeah,
I
I
went
can see
to
that happening.
Yep.
I went to a 2-day festival 3 years in
Cut
a
to
row.
a clip.
2-day festival, 3
Just
years in a
titties.
row. I saw
Just
more
put
titties
a
in that one
put a tit
performance
right
than I
here.
did at
Just one tit
the,
right
the
over
4
Caleb's
days
face.
worth of music. There were tits the whole time, but Hollywood Undead just mad titties. Like
I can see that happening. They're very like party rock
They
kind
are.
of band.
They were,
I could see
yeah.
lots
I mean,
of
it
girls
was fun, man.
getting into it. Yeah.
I'm still into them. They're all right. Their most recent albums.
They had like
not as
3
into
really
it,
good
but-
songs off that first CD, and the rest of it was like, nah.
I like their first CD a lot, actually.
The
Like,
second
there was a
one
lot,
was
there was a
good,
lot of
too.
good ones.
Yeah.
There was a
And
lot
then
of good
that
ones.
one after the guy left was just noticeably not as good to me.
It like wasn't the
It
same.
really wasn't.
It almost like it changed completely.
I haven't
He
really
didn't-
listened to that one. I
He
don't
didn't
know.
help produce a lot of it.
Yeah, he
or
did.
so I'm told by his nickname, the producer.
No, yeah, it probably has something to do with it then. Yeah.
I could imagine that he produced some of the music. What with a name like that?
Yeah, because I'll tell you firsthand, man. Without a producer, you know, this show looks like our first episode did.
Yeah, man.
And then we got Michael involved. I'm getting this guy on the. I'm
Oh,
getting him
yeah.
some screen
Oh,
time
no,
this
he's
time,
getting
man.
so
By
much
the way-
I'm working him in.
By the way, guys, Michael.
just in case we haven't mentioned it lately, Michael.
You really need to get a picture of him like.
Oh,
That's exact- that is
the
exactly
exact
what it is.
picture.
It's
Yeah,
like-
it is.
Oh,
That is
It's
the
the
exact
best.
picture.
It's exactly
Oh
what
man,
it is.
I want to watch this show.
That's
even
so
though
cool
I'm
that
on
you
it.
knew the picture before. Like,
I know, and
I
you
was
don't even
hoping
know
it
who the
was
guy.
that
Oh, it's
picture.
exactly
So good.
what that
So
is,
good.
man. It's so good. All right, what is the next question?
what is the next question?
What- Mike,
That's a good question.
that is a good
Great
question.
Is that,
No.
is that your number 3 question?
it's actually what is the most stupid thing? What's the stupidest thing you've ever done as a kid that you can remember? It can be embarrassing. It could be life threatening. Anything, just anything that could.
I've got 2 or 3 answers for this question.
Nice.
Most people do, I think.
I can think of one. I'm having trouble coming up with more than that, but yeah.
Well, I did mention while I was still in the guest cage that I got arrested for vandalism.
Oh, yeah, that's
not
true.
Not
Yeah.
bright. I also got my girlfriend, best friend, and little brother arrested. It was one big
Wow,
thing.
that's impressive when you can get 3 other people arrested too.
seriously, it's
yeah, man.
That's some fucking fucked up shit as a
Yeah,
kid, man.
Right?
As an
this
adult,
was
it'd be
like
easy enough to
3
get
years ago.
3 friends arrested.
But I'm still young, so.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I was like, 16, 15.
Were
when
you
it
like
was
stealing
happening.
stuff and putting it in their bags?
No, I wasn't. We
How
were
do you get other
stealing
people
We
arrested?
stole a lot of shit, really. We would go in and take just back. Well, I didn't get arrested for stealing. So
Never got caught. That never happened. Never mind.
never mind.
Yep.
I'm gonna stop talking.
No
The spray
incriminations
paint
here.
happened, and then we would, go vandalize things, which is what we got in trouble for.
Yeah.
And I was the ringleader of this whole little vandalism thing. I was really into it. I can still
That
draw some
selfless
fucking
plug
letters.
right there.
Nice.
I can still draw some really nice letters. Well, I felt bad. I got a bunch of people into the thing, and then we got arrested, and that's not good.
Like, come on, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Oh, everybody's arrested.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
Maybe not so much
Oh no,
fun.
it was so much fun until the arrest.
Until they getting arrested, yeah. That's how most getting arrested stories go. That was a lot of
This
fun.
was like
And
it
then we
was
got
so
arrested.
much fun that it was almost worth it if it weren't for we got arrested. I had to do 100 hours of community service in 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem like they should
What
be able to do
happened
that.
was they delayed the court date 3 times, and then I couldn't start doing the community service because the judge hadn't decided how much community service I had to do. Right? It was
So
all
stupid.
prearranged.
Yeah.
I was going to get community service because of the PTI program, however it works. And then when we got there, they were like, usually it's 20 hours. 50 is the most we've seen so far.
But you're
and
the
then the
ringleader.
guy was like, hey, you and also your girlfriend both 100 hours of community service.
Oh, wait, she had to do it
hers
too?
was separate, so hers started before mine did. She was already doing it, and he was like, "All right, yours starts. You have to do 100 hours, all at the community gardens, which is one of the things we vandalized. That's how we got caught on cameras."
Were you like washing off the?
No,
vandalism
she
that
did a
you
little
did?
bit of that. I was weed eating and like moving heavy logs.
Yeah,
and
like
shit.
hard
they
labor.
put me to fucking work.
Yeah.
Fun fact: I was a minor. I don't know how that relates to the government forcing me to use power tools.
Right. Well, I feel like forcing you to
Any
use power tools
lawyers
is
out
one thing,
there that
but
want to
then,
make
like,
a lot of money,
it's
forcing you
with
to
me.
use
Is there-
power tools
is there
for
a
50
clause?
hours a week,
Is there a
that might be a
clause or a
little
law?
something.
Right?
Put it right here.
Can
Clause
I?
or law?
Could I, as a minor, use
Like
a
at the
weed eater?
very least, once you hit 40 hours of community service, you should have gotten time and a half for the other 10 hours that week. You should have gotten some extra time.
I got
Right.
injured a
There,
lot
now that
too,
you're hitting
like
the
a
overtime.
lot. Like I cut a chunk off my hand.
just weed whacking your hand.
Working on the weed eater.
He's
They
just
were
got it on. He's
shitty.
like, there's something
I
wrong
was
with
trying
this
to
thing.
pry
Hold
it
on.
open with my pocket knife. Right?
Nope,
That would have
that's-
been bad. But like
how it works.
a pine cone, I don't know if you've ever seen a pine cone before.
Cut to a clip.
Michael, cut to a clip of a
Got
pine
it,
cone
yeah.
before it blooms. They're
Yeah.
smaller and heavier,
Yeah.
and one of them got caught in the weed eater and hit me, not in the dick, like not in the
right,
balls,
right in the dick
but
area.
in the tip of the dick, right on
No.
it. It was
Oh.
painful.
No.
It was really bad.
No, I
No.
can't.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
But see, the thing about this whole thing is, I would have had 3 months. That's how much time I was allotted, 3 months. But he delayed the date over and over again 3 times until I only had 2 weeks before school started. And the garden, you go there, they work between 6 and 2, which is when school is happening. So I had 3 months that I couldn't use, and about 2.5 weeks to finish it
Wow.
and start
That is
school.
ridiculous, man.
I mean, I lost like 30 pounds.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can't hate on that.
Man, I gained 20 of it back.
Still,
You
that's a
gained
net
more
net
than
loss
you
of 10
lost.
yards. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Exactly.
What
Not
about
bad
you
at all.
over there,
Not bad at
buddy?
So I was probably 10 or 11, and I liked fire because kids like fire.
All of them. Yeah, man.
It's funny. I also have a fire story.
Oh,
I like
nice.
fire.
Yeah, because
Same
kids
here,
like fire.
actually. I was just
Right?
thinking of my
Yeah.
fire story.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. So I lived in this basement. It was a duplex, but there were 4 parts of it because the basement of each side of the duplex had another little place. So I lived in this basement, and me and my buddy got home from the Boys and Girls Club, and I was like, I want to burn some newspaper, and so we had this little concrete floor
Kid brains.
where we kept a water heater, and I was like, it'll be safe in here on the concrete floor. We just burn and watch fire. As an adult, I learned that there's ways to do that outside that is totally safe.
Yeah, but I mean, in kid brain,
Yeah,
doing it on the concrete,
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
super great.
in the house was probably a bad idea, but
I
you know,
mean, yeah,
on the
but-
concrete in the house, I felt like it was
I
pretty
mean,
safe.
you were like 3.
So I light the fire,
How
and
old were
it's
you?
firing. Like I said, 10ish,
Oh,
10 or
you
11,
did
somewhere in
mention
there.
it. You
Yeah,
mentioned
I did say that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cut to a clip. That's me saying 10 or 11. Okay. I feel like I'm overusing that. Not possible.
That's the point, man.
Not
We'll
possible.
fix it in post.
Michael will fix it in post.
Yeah.
Um,
we can't do shit.
Michael.
Jack
But yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Michael.
So then, I'm not thinking anything of it, and then I kind of hear this knock on the door, and oh no, I'm sorry. The knock on the door came after the sirens. I heard sirens, and then I heard a knock on the door, like a loud knock, like an official knock,
An
and
official knock.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
And
like,
so my buddy goes out the bedroom window, and I'm like, shit, like that's probably what I should do.
But I'm gonna
But
answer
no.
the door.
So I answer the door, and there, standing in my doorway, is a firefighter in full uniform with his axe raised above his head. Like that was one of the
And he was
scariest
ready
moments
to-
in my life.
You probably almost caught an axe in the head. Like 2
Uh,
more
yeah,
seconds, he would have been in the door.
He would have been like,
and
yeah,
you would have been right there.
yeah,
Like,
not in the head. I don't think he, possible.
you could have died.
Yeah. So
He could have died.
but seriously, had the axe
Cut to a
raised,
clip
like
of
he
my
was ready to
guy.
go. So yeah, I ended up getting some kind of probation for that. I was maybe 15. I may have been older than 10 or 11.
Wow.
But
that
anyways,
makes
yeah.
it a little. That makes
that
it.
happened.
You should have.
I was on probation until I was 18, but I didn't have to. Yeah, I definitely should have known that.
right.
Just go outside and light a fire. Like, what are you doing?
At 15 years old, you can go light a fire.
Right, no, but see,
Like, that's
we lived in the
okay,
city.
right?
We lived in the city at the
Oh,
time.
okay.
Now, when you live out in Carolina, you just fucking light a fire wherever, and
Yeah,
nobody
like,
cares. That's what you
fucking,
do.
like-
Sometimes you just burn the land because it makes sense, but
Yeah,
like you just
that's
light a
the thing
fire, you
people
burn
do.
trash, and like whatever, like don't burn all your
Oh,
trash.
we
but
burned a little
cardboard
bit
and
of
stuff,
trash
yeah.
like a week ago,
Yeah.
and we didn't call to
Just-
alert
yeah,
anybody.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just light
I'm
fires.
gonna
I
go
mean,
to
it's no
jail.
problem.
I've admitted to so many things.
No, lighting fires in
The
South Carolina
garbage
is
police,
not an
they're
issue.
gonna come to my door. Like, you fucking burned trash, you shit.
The garbage police.
Right?
I mean,
So how about you, Lance?
mine was like, I didn't get like, I got in trouble with it with my parents, obviously, and nothing else. But so I thought I was like real cool. I was like 11, 12 years old, around there. And I thought I was super cool. I was on the phone with my friend on the corded phone. The phone had a
A
cord
corded
hooked to
phone.
the wall, and it did this thing
There are
that it
people-
used to
For
do.
you guys who don't know what that is,
Like,
let's cut to
yeah,
a clip.
Yeah, let's
Cut
show them
to
what
a
a
clip
corded
of
phone is.
a corded phone. please.
Because
It's just like from the 1930s. It's got like the
right?
like rotary
yeah,
dial.
Exactly. But no, so I thought it was
Separate
super cool,
earpiece.
and my dad had left his cigarettes home, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because he just walked down to my uncle's house to help him out with something. He was only going to be gone for a bit, but I'm like, I'm cool. I can smoke a cigarette. I'm 12. I don't want my older friend
Right?
to, think that
You
I'm
do.
uncool. Because
12
he's like
years old.
14.
I was
He's
say
like-
it's not something you do by yourself. There's
No,
got to be
I-
somebody else there.
I know he was there, and
No,
like,
no 12-year-old.
electronically.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, kind of there.
But yeah.
So I light me a cigarette.
In the
and,
house?
In the house. See, my dad's
Because you can't take the
phone.
phone outside.
Right, yeah.
That's not how it worked in our
Yeah, that's
generation.
not how,
That's
yeah.
how
I mean,
it
it was a
made me-
long cord. It went from the kitchen to the living room.
Yeah, but it
Like,
didn't go
not to the
outside.
door, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, lit a
Long
cigarette,
enough.
just like
That's what she
just
said.
having at it, not inhaling it, because I didn't know that's what you did at the time.
Right.
I mean, you probably would have
Just-
died.
Yeah. So I'm just doing that. Everything's cool, and all of a sudden, I'm just sitting on the couch, acting cool, and then the door, like, I hear and the door opens. My father's home now. I'm like, shit. I throw it in a trash can. Good idea? No.
No,
Kinda.
No.
Paper.
Right, kind of.
plastic,
Kinda.
and
You're not
just-
getting caught
and I'm
with
sitting
it
here,
right
I
away.
was just talking
It
to-
accomplished the immediate goal.
Yeah.
It
Right?
did.
So I was just talking to Jamie.
You just
and
gotta
Dad,
check
it's
back
fine.
on
So
it.
I hang up, tell him I'll call him back later. I'm just in the kitchen, just like, yeah, like, it smells like smoke in here anyway. He's never gonna know. And Dad's looking behind me. He's like, what is that? And I look behind me, and it's just like, this smoke just coming out of the trash can. And I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know where
course
that
not.
came from. My dad started
Definitely
freaking
wasn't
out.
him.
So like, he just got water and started pouring it on there.
Not what you do.
It was bad.
If there's
It was
ever a
bad.
mysterious fire, don't throw water on it, man.
So
If it's in the
could be
trash can, I feel like
Dad's
you'd
got-
probably,
yeah,
you'd
there's
probably
probably
say
not an
throwing water on
electrical
it. Yeah.
fire.
Dad's
Yeah,
gonna
if it's
do
in the
that.
trash can, you're
Mom's
probably good.
not, so I hope my mother never watches one of my videos because he hid that from her hard.
Did
But
he?
I did get my ass beat real hard.
Yeah, that's like a don't tell your mom, and it won't get worse.
Right. Exactly.
Like, she doesn't need to know. You've been punished. I don't need
She
to be.
she doesn't need to know because I don't need to get in trouble.
I don't
for
even
this.
have a kid yet,
There's
and I
cigarettes
Yeah,
out.
because he would have. That's just how it works.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how it works.
I don't
Yeah.
even have kids yet, and I totally get that.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Same. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, what's the next question?
Yeah,
Next
let's do the
question.
Next
I'm
question,
digging
Mike.
this. This is fun.
Oh, is
I'm
it
gonna
my
have
turn?
to come back.
Yeah.
What was, that was your question.
Kids.
All right. Did you hear about Pluto? It's messed up, right? that was kind of a joke question, but
I'm totally not cool with the Pluto
Yeah.
thing.
Hashtag Pluto's a planet.
Have you seen the Rick and
Hashtag
Morty
Pluto's a
episode?
planet, I
The
like
Rick
it.
and Morty episode really stirred my emotions.
really, no, I didn't see that.
Pluto is a planet. It really is. Like,
Pluto's
it
a
has
planet.
been for ages. I don't know how many of
You
those.
just
It's
don't
a
you just
good
don't
number
unplanet
of
a planet.
decades
It's
or
just not
something.
right.
Yeah.
It's a dwarf planet.
The argument I think was that there's like 18 other ones that are actually bigger than it in basically the same orbit, and I'm like, so what? So what? You don't undo
Oh,
that
that's
one.
crazy. Like in our orbit, like
Yeah, oh,
18
yeah.
other
Yeah.
planets.
Yeah, they're like
outside?
right around Pluto, and it's like a belt that
So-
all orbits in the same orbit.
So Pluto's,
And there's a
I mean,
bunch of little
Pluto's
planets
honestly
like that.
like, what is it like? Pluto could probably fit in Orangeburg.
no,
Pluto's not big.
it's not big.
It's
No,
like the
it's
size
definitely
of
not
Texas
big.
or something like that.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
I've heard.
Yeah, it's
something
a
like that
it's a
before.
little tiny.
That's
planet.
not big.
But
Like
it's
if
still a planet.
Texas fell off the Earth, we'd probably not call it a planet.
Planet Texas.
Planet
Welcome
Texas.
to Planet Texas.
Welcome
Cut
to
a clear-
Planet Texas.
You know?
Oh, I don't want to go there.
Dude, a lot of people probably wouldn't.
Might be fun.
I mean,
I know.
if there's
Texas in
just
space, I can see that being
if-
fun.
I mean, yeah, if there's girls just canning everywhere, I'm totally down with
That's
that.
like
Is that what happens in
Texas.
Texas?
That's like racist.
That's Texas.
Texas.
That is
That's
so Texas.
Canning women in 2016.
I saw it today.
It's part of the boot scoot boogie, man. You
Wow,
have to
right?
you have to
Like-
can.
I don't know how to.
They're
do
all
the
just
boot
wearing
scoot.
Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders and canning. That's what they do.
Yeah, that's
and
That's it.
drinking.
I mean,
Like
Yeah.
it's when you welcome to Texas,
PBR.
when you get to that state line and you go across, it's just a line of women dressed
You're-
in Dallas
you-
Cowboys cheerleaders
Just
outfits, and they can and then
Your
they slowly
pants
open.
turn into a cheerleader skirt, and your legs start wildly kicking at your brakes.
And that's just the only way
And
to
then
get
you
around
can no
Texas.
longer
you
drive.
just
That's why
can
no
around
one's-
Texas.
No one's
What
ever
happened?
gotten out of Texas ever.
Everyone who's ever been there is just canning.
Just
If they
canning
didn't die in
around.
an automotive accident.
Because their feet were just flailing.
Every single person.
man.
Oh, ooh, every single
Oh, Lance,
person.
that makes it your turn. Lord.
I wasn't gonna use that one as my real question, but I feel like that went well. So let's count that.
We got something off of
Count
it.
it.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but yes, hash brown Ludo is
Hash brown.
Ludo
is Atlantic.
Dude, Ludo, man, I love Ludo.
He said,
Hash brown Ludo is Atlantic.
just in case you guys didn't hear.
Leave me alone, man. I just started using the tweeter 2 days ago, man.
I
don't know
Twitter
how
that I
hash
haven't
browns work.
used for months.
Uh,
Neither do I.
I have a lot of like I don't know.
I'm gonna have to start
I
Twitter.
got another one if you
I
want.
guess-
I actually
yeah, I mean,
I actually got one that I really like.
Yeah,
that,
man. Go on. Yeah.
That I got like a bunch of stuff to talk about on
Oh,
it.
dude, I have
Um,
like 2 more.
I feel like Caleb won't even have anything to contribute on this one though. May not be a good one. What is your best first date story?
Oh. What if I've never actually
have
been
a
on a
first
date?
It doesn't have to be an actual first date. It just has to be a first date story.
I don't know what that means.
It means whatever you want it to mean, man.
My first date was, it was pretty good. It was a good first date, obviously. It's been 5 years. Only first date ever.
Yep.
And our first date lasted for like 2 days.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, this is a good
Yeah,
story. Okay, let's
yeah,
hear it.
man.
Let's hear this. Okay.
We went and saw a movie, and then we.
And it was 2 days long. It was a 2-day long movie.
Long movie.
And I just sat
It was
there
the-
in
it
the
was-
movie theater for 2 whole days.
It was the director's cut of all 3 Lord of the Rings movies.
Just kept going.
It just kept going.
And then they
Just
showed The
whole-
Hobbit afterwards, and all 3 of those.
all of them.
Mhm.
Every single
And
one
then
of
they
them.
encored the new Star Wars. Just because.
It's a lot of time in the movie theater.
No, we went to a movie, and then we went to Burger King. My grandma was driving us around.
Nice.
bonus.
Very
Grandma
nice.
driving around.
I was like 15 still.
That's a good date when grandma's driving you around and it still
yeah,
goes
man.
well. That's
Yeah.
that's a really good date.
I mean, it was fun, and like we had our first day also included our first sexual experience in the gardens, hidden.
Nice.
It was a voyeuristic thing. I won't go into too many details,
Yeah.
to save.
You gotta be a
embarrassment.
gentleman. A gentleman.
A gentleman, man.
Already said too much, but after
Yeah, you
that,
did. Yeah.
we went back to my house and we just kind of hung out, and like my mom was there. Nothing else weird happened. We just played video games. She spent the night, and then hung out the next day and took her home. It was cool, man.
Sounds
Obviously,
pretty good,
it set the mood for a pretty chill thing. We're still together.
man. Yeah, I gotta love that. Five years later?
No, well, that's an exaggeration.
So
It's been almost 4. We're working on 4 right now.
So good. So good. And now you're grown-ups and you're still together? That's impressive.
That is impressive. I went on a date with somebody that his girlfriend knows. That was the earliest
Oh, the
first date.
Don't say mean things!
I love
No proper nouns.
none
Right?
can be used.
Not even one.
And it was it
Crazy
was
criminal.
very basic.
Crazy
I picked her up.
person.
We went to I went to Longhorn Steakhouse. Spent $85.
expensive.
Oh, man.
That's
I have
so
literally
expensive?
never spent
Yeah.
$85 on
Yeah,
a date.
man.
Ever.
Yep. Because see, like
Longhorn
she
Steakhouse is so
could
expensive that I don't know how to get there.
Right? Yeah, I
I don't
agree.
know where
she
that
could
is.
not
Agreed.
get a drink. I could.
Oh. So he's
so I
going to
drank
jail after
like
this
2
too.
drinks.
Just because she couldn't
I
get a
got
drink doesn't mean he's going to jail.
2 appetizers, 2 really good entrees.
Oh, he did
a
get a
couple
drink.
of drinks.
Yeah.
It was good. It was a good time. I thought it was gonna be awkward. It actually was not at all. Because I'm like, I ain't gonna have nothing to talk about. I've never actually been on like a date. This is.
Is
Really
this somebody you
weird.
had met before? Or was it a
You've
complete
also-
blind
you've
date?
Also met
Yeah, but
her.
that's fine. But was it a completely blind date or you
No,
had met her?
it was planned. It was planned.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
alright.
You guys
went
heard
to a
me,
movie.
right?
Went
This
to,
microphone is surprisingly powerful. They
yeah.
might have.
Really? They might
Went
have.
to,
I hope not.
It's fine.
I mean, no one knows.
Everybody in Orangeburg is gonna know us eventually, man.
Yeah, we're gonna get big, right?
Super,
Super duper.
super big.
Went to go
Probably.
see World War Z with the old Tom Cruise. Is that Tom Cruise?
Yeah, Mr. Thomas Cruisington.
Was that Thomas
That's
Cruisington?
Thomas
Go to
Cruisington.
a clip of World War Z.
Brad Pitt.
Mr. Bradley Piddington.
Mr. Bradley Piddington.
You know that's his real name? Google that.
It was.
Google that.
That is
Yeah.
actually his
Bradley Piddington.
real name.
Is it?
Bradley
No.
No.
he didn't even know the joke, and he just like fell right in. That was so good.
I was
But yeah, and then
I was
then
hoping.
went,
Yeah, I know, right?
That's right.
went home. I was still smoking cigarettes back then.
Gross.
And her,
Cigarettes?
her
Why would
father
anybody ever
made
smoke a
me
cigarette? They're so
3
gross.
menthol cigarettes with his little cigarette maker.
Save your own life.
It was really
Or don't.
good. It was
We
good.
don't.
We should.
Don't smoke.
So,
don't smoke
so
cigarettes.
You met her dad on the
Yeah,
first
just
date?
don't start
Yeah,
nicotine.
and I had to. I was like,
So wait, you got to go back to her place?
no, like I met her at her house. Dude,
Oh,
She
okay.
was like 18.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like 23.
Yeah. I know, I get it now. I just thought this was after World War
Yeah.
Z. Her dad made you cigarettes, and I'm like,
Oh,
oh,
no,
this
no,
sounds
no,
like
that
this
happened-
date's
that
going
happened
fantastic.
beforehand. No, that happened
Uh,
beforehand.
too.
It does. It was bad.
Inside, it's
Went
crazy.
in there and like met her dad's this big dude. Used to like he was like a biker dude, and he was like apparently a badass.
I've
heard many
he's
stories.
a Vietnam veteran.
Yes, yeah, there we go. That's why.
And he's
but, like,
also morbidly obese.
Yes, he is. So
Now,
walk into
he
the house.
wasn't in
Mom is
Vietnam.
like, well, her mom's just
Probably
like, well,
not.
hey,
I don't think anybody
sweetheart,
was in
you're
Vietnam.
just the sweetest thing. I'm like, oh, I love you, her mom.
mom.
You're
Her mom.
great. And then I walk around the corner, father in boxers, nothing else,
Nice.
just sitting
Ah,
on the
this is
couch
great.
like, what's your name? I'm like, God, ooh.
Ooh. Ooh.
And actually, you know what? To be
I
honest,
wanna be
this is-
anywhere
this
else
is-
right
This
now.
is a shorter story. I could actually go a little bit further. It wasn't like a date. It was weird because Jenny's mom and father actually went on a date instead, and we stayed at the house, which was weird. It was like a backwards thing. But the first time I ever met her dad, the most terrifying human being on the planet.
Different person. that we're
Just
talking
different
about
person,
now.
different girl,
Different
different person.
girlfriend,
Actual
different
like
dad.
first like date thing. If you really want me to go back, you can cut all the rest of that out if you want to. Don't. It's good. I knocked on her door. And all
Nobody's
I get
answering
is
apparently.
this-
It was just lots of knocking.
I'll pick that up.
Nobody
I'm
answers.
I
tired.
got it. I got everything. Everything's good. Opens the door like an 8 foot tall man just looking down at me. He was
Literally
he
8
was
feet
actually
tall.
like he was actually like
Literally.
7'2", 7'3", which is crazy because her
That's big.
mom is just a little. She's about like this. It's crazy. So she was nice, medium size. My girlfriend.
She was nice, medium size. Just a nice
Just-
medium sized
just
girl.
Staring
Medium.
me in the, just staring me in the face, and if I had a shit of brewing, it would have not been a brewing anymore. Just everywhere.
That's not a word.
Just everywhere.
Whatever you just said is not a word. What?
Just, cut to a shit
Not
of brewing.
just me, right?
Shit, a brew. What is that?
Shit a brute.
Dad, I don't have to pee. It's number 2.
Sorry, I can't stop.
Dad, I'm prairie dogging it.
What the hell does that mean?
You know, like when a prairie dog sticks his head in and out of the ground.
Ow!
If Michael's got a clip of shit a brewing, I'm gonna shit a brewing. I'll tell you what.
Is a bruin
shake-
is a bear. So shit a bear.
I have a shit of brewing.
Oh, a Bruin. Dash Bruin. Wow. Did
He
not
had
get
a
that
shit a
one.
Bruin.
Yeah.
If I had
Wow.
one of those that you just said,
Yeah.
would
Oh,
have
man.
not been anymore.
What you
gotcha.
said was
It
very
would because
convoluted.
it would have released.
That
and
was
then,
overly
Yep.
complicated.
You'd have had a shit a
Shut-
sitting is what you'd have had.
Shook his hand, almost broke it. Me, to me, broke hand, mine. Then he asked me
Him
questions.
to me, broke hand mine. Yeah.
He asked me questions that I didn't want
No.
to answer.
Like,
I was scared.
Like, what is
You
the
can
square
be
root of the
specific.
hypotenuse of a triangle?
For-
A triangle.
for a triangle. Cut to a clip of a triangle.
That's not a triangle.
Oh,
They're right! That is a square! You did a square dance! That square has 4 sides, see? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is dancing with triangles!
I don't know what's happening anymore.
That's Michael will get that joke. I promise you, Michael. will.
Anyway, it was terrifying. He gave me the rundown, but apparently
The
according
movie?
to her,
He gave you the movie with The Rock?
the
and
movie, was that was
good
that,
movie.
was that
Was that the
rundown.
one with
Was that a
the
that's a good thing.
when the, he
Rundown?
does this
I
and
don't- I
kicks him
didn't
in the
see it.
nuts?
Oh yeah, but I was
Yeah.
on the commercial. Yeah.
Yeah, that was that movie.
The Rock and the guy from Dude, Where's My Car?
Oh, dude. Oh, yeah.
Not Ashton Kutcher.
No, the other
no,
guy.
the other guy.
Yeah.
Who doesn't do movies anymore.
It's
Right?
like it's
What's
like
that about? He
that
was
guy
good.
that Ashton Kutcher. It's like that other guy to Keanu Reeves.
Right?
We talking about Bill? Bill S. Preston Esquire?
Yeah, Bill S. Preston Esquire.
Can't wait for that new movie, man.
Dude, it's gonna be great.
Supposed to be happening.
Yep, it's definitely supposed to be happening. Keanu is very. He wants it. He wants it bad. He wants it to happen.
Oh Lord.
But yeah, I mean that was really mine. I mean I was terrified. And then we chilled at the house and like watched House actually.
Oh, nice. Good show.
Yeah.
Good
Quality show
good
right there.
combo right there.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's always good to watch House in the House.
All right, next question. Speaking of
What else did you watch?
houses,
I don't get to answer my own question? Is this how we're playing this?
oh,
It's fine.
you
I
will
was like, I
answer?
can talk about this for hours.
Oh,
and you guys both
oh,
answered your
oh,
question.
shit.
Both answered the question.
bad.
Left me out
You-
of it.
you
And we're
just-
just going to move on to the next question.
You
That's
go-
fine.
no.
I'll talk about this one next time.
Oh,
No,
Okay.
no,
We're
go
just
ahead.
going to keep this question for
No,
next
go
time.
go ahead.
That's fine.
No, I want you.
No, it's
No, you do it.
Okay.
I
All right.
don't remember what the
So,
question was.
First dates. What's your
Oh,
best
yeah,
first
here we
date
go.
story? Was the
I
question.
got distracted.
Lance had two really good ones that I don't think you even finished the first one. But
really,
that's
no.
fine. Her dad gave you 3 menthol cigarettes,
Yeah,
and then
man,
it was
he made
on a date with Jenny.
homemade.
And then all of a
Homemade.
sudden, you're on a date with your ex-girlfriend from 5 years before that. It was,
Yep.
It was a good story, man.
Yep,
There
yep.
was lots of good stuff going on there. Time travel? I mean, that's a good story.
This show really has something for everybody.
Right? Yeah, absolutely. Doctor Who
I'm
ain't
glad
got
to
shit
be
on
here,
us.
man. Right. Right.
Right. Yeah.
So you're first. I'm actually very intrigued.
So no,
I've
this
never
is
heard
this is just
before.
a first date story. All right, this
A,
one
not
feels so
B?
good. No, I'm not sure I remember my first date, man. I'm an old ass man. But okay, so I'm working as a bartender, and I'm doing a day shift because you had to like pay your dues by doing the day shift. Nobody ever comes in there. And so this girl comes in, and I'm like, she is pretty, you know, like whatever. We kind of get to talking, and then it's just like, hey, you want to like grab a drink or something after this? Maybe go over to the Starbucks. She's like, yeah, I'm totally down for going over to the Starbucks. So there was a Starbucks across the street at inside of a bookstore, and I was like, that's a perfect place for a good date, a good first date. Yeah. And so we go over there, and I'm like, so what's going on? And then she proceeds to be like, yeah, exactly. And then she proceeds to be like,
Always a good first line.
so you should check out this pamphlet that I have about these things that I'm trying to sell. And I think that you would be really interested in buying some of these things that I'm trying to sell. And I'm like, this is not a date at all. This is a sales pitch.
Is that
And I sat
real?
there, bought her a croissant and a coffee. And we sat there for damn near an hour while she tried to sell me stuff that I was not buying.
Were you?
And not a date at all. Towards the end of it, she mentioned her fiance. Yeah, not a date at all. Don't just ask somebody for coffee. Ask them for a date. Because you just ask for coffee, then you're just going to go get coffee. And then she'll try and sell you
Wow.
stuff and tell you
Was
about
it
her
like
fiance.
Avon?
No, it wasn't. It was it really not even similar to that. It was like business solutions management or some stupid thing. Like it was weird. It was so weird.
And I don't mean anything by this, but you don't look like someone who needs business solution.
Right? Exactly.
Don't.
Especially now at the time I had really long hair that was practically dreadlocking itself. I was so nasty back then. I think my nickname was Dirty. I was Mike Dirty Melton, and that was me back in the day. Michael,
Wow.
make sure you get that in there. Dirty. And then I just wanted to get Michael on the screen again. That's all that was. But yeah. So definitely did not need any kind of business solutions management, and spent the whole time just trying to figure out a nice way to leave.
Oh, wow.
I couldn't do it because I obviously sat there for an hour.
That's,
For an hour.
That seems
Listening to the sales pitch.
that seems like something that would happen in a sitcom, an actual.
I could
sitcom.
totally see George Costanza
Right? Yeah.
sitting in the chair you were sitting
Cut to a
in.
clip.
Please, Michael.
Yeah, cut. Please,
Clip of
please,
George
Michael.
Costanza.
But yeah, so
Always
that
good
was
working with
that was
Michael,
my yeah. Michael's the best producer guy I could wish to have.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
editor and reprogrammer and co-host.
Reprogram. What does he reprogram?
Robots.
That's always good.
Does this still look like a robot's penis? Let me know in the comments. Hey there, buddy.
All right, so we're coming up on time. You were just supposed to be a short segment on this show, but I think that you've ended up staying for the whole show. So thanks for coming by.
The whole show.
coming.
I think we have time for like one more question because 15 minutes of that was us setting up.
Oh, that's true. Okay, well let's keep going then. Let's keep going. All right.
That was
you gotta leave.
anticlimactic, right?
Yeah, I know, right?
Well,
Hey, I got more first date stories. I'm all about those.
I have a question on here that my phone decided to autocorrect the very last word.
Oh yeah.
Was not gonna keep it.
I've been looking forward to this.
Decided to keep it. So
I don't know the question, but he was like, "I'm gonna keep that word in there."
Yeah. All
Like,
right.
this
So
is gonna be interesting. Okay.
last question of the day. How many napkins in your buttons? Just how many napkins do you have in your buttons? Just.
So I said, no. You should stick the napkin in your buttonhole. No. All right. That was. Cut to a clip.
Go to Pornhub. Or
type in napkins in your buttonhole.
Hamster napkins in your butthole.
Buttonhole. Buttonhole. How many napkins in your buttons?
Oh, I just did a bad.
Yeah, if you're talking about napkins in the butthole, I'm just like
So Caleb,
I'm like a damn
how
Lysol
many
dispenser.
napkins in your buttons?
What was the original?
It
question?
never became original because it changed it.
That was the original. That was the only thing that
What
was ever
was it
written there.
supposed
No, that's it.
No.
How many napkins in your buttons?
In your buttons? How many napkins you have in there?
What were you gonna? What could you have possibly asked about napkins?
It's like I'm like a Lysol wipes dispenser. It was like, at least.
It was literally an hour.
At least an hour ago. Yeah.
No further comment.
That's good. That's a good answer.
Like I say, I seriously like a Lysol wipes dispenser. I'm just constantly pulling napkins out of my buttons, just constantly. When you're working in the restaurant business, you gotta have a supply of napkins.
I mean that is true.
And the best way to do that is to just have a dispenser in your buttons.
Button brand.
You can carry like
button
one
runs out-
napkin per button.
You don't know what I can carry.
I mean, there would have to be large buttons.
I got like
picturing
those
big-ass
those
buttons.
comical clown buttons. I just got.
Wow.
Yeah, that'd be great. That's a good idea. I'm gonna start wearing those.
Was that the last question?
I think we can probably do one more.
I mean, we gotta have Lance answer the question. How many napkins in your buttonhole?
At least probably 4 right now, at the moment.
Oh. Okay. Now, are they napkins, or were you talking about like paper towels or cloths? Okay. Next question. I got two that are kind of not good, and then 2 that are kind of not good.
Ooh, Mike has a lot of questions.
Yeah, I just
Can
write
we
all
just
the
do
time.
an extra long special?
Yeah, absolutely.
Fuck
Anytime.
it.
So, which superpower would you have, and why?
Okay.
Mike, that question. Stereotypical, but not in a bad way.
No, not definitely not.
I was
That's
just
always
like,
a good.
actually, it's a legit question.
That's a
It'll
good
spawn
question.
some conversation.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh,
Spawn,
there's
that's my superhero.
There's so many.
No, wait. Did he have powers?
Lance, stomp that button.
Yeah,
man. It's right next to
devil.
your shoe. Ah, you got him.
The devil gave him
You're like
powers.
an alligator.
His cape.
Yeah, he had a cape.
He had capes.
Yeah, he had a cape.
His
That was
capes
his
and
superpower.
chains was his superpower.
Capes and chains. I don't think that's a superpower. I think that's just cool stuff to wear.
He could do stuff with
Right.
them. It was a mystical cape and like floaty chains from the spirit world. I haven't read a lot of Spawn.
I saw the movie. John Leguizamo was famous.
It was good. I like that movie.
Cut to a clip.
Good movie.
Peekaboo, I see you.
Yeah.
Copyright infringement right there. Can
No.
we just
Oh, we
cut to a
copyright
clip
all
of
the time.
Spawn
We
in
are
its
not making
entirety?
money on it. just show the whole movie
Just
now.
show the movie Spawn
Yeah,
for our
just,
viewers, please.
cut to the movie.
I'd just like to point out that this is the second clip we've used that's over an hour long. We also had a speed run of Donkey Kong earlier this episode.
That is
It's gonna be a
true.
long,
welcome
long
to
video.
welcome to this 72-hour episode.
Oh God.
I've been watching a lot of
I
Lost.
can't-
Can we show Lost in its entirety, start to finish?
Beginning
real
to
quick?
end so that you understand what
All
happened.
6
Yeah.
days of it,
Yeah.
and then continue the episode in stride like nothing has happened. Can we do that?
So, which
we're not
character from
making
Lost
money.
would you?
Oh man, I don't know what superpower I would want.
Oh, man, like,
Trying to keep it on
I
task.
just want to fly,
Okay.
man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too.
God, like
Absolutely.
it's such
It's
an
not even
answer.
really a power. It would just be a cool. It's very
just-
selfish. It's
I've
very
got to
selfish.
be able to
selfish,
stop
man.
time.
Well, yes.
That's
that-
also a really
that
good
one,
one. See, it's weird because I've always wanted to fly.
You know
but
what you can do if you stop time? Get in a
If-
fucking airplane without paying for it. You can fly, man.
Yeah,
It's
but
different.
It's so different. I mean, it's completely different.
I mean, what
Yeah, but,
happens
like-
when they come by to check your ticket?
Just think about, like,
You
when's
just
the
stop
last
time
time
again.
you
The flight
wanted
moves
something
seats.
you couldn't
You
afford?
just-
Like, oh, I need a new TV, man. Let's stop time and go to Walmart.
So you want to use it for
Yeah.
Evil.
So you're
Evil
saying
things.
you're a super villain.
I wouldn't use it for evil. I would use it for never,
petty
ever,
theft.
ever
Yeah.
paying for a goddamn thing. I would, if I could
Petty
stop
theft.
time,
You're
I'd quit my job and just steal shit to compensate people for
I think
things.
that makes you a super villain,
Oh,
man. Like, if you have a superpower and you just use it to steal stuff, that makes you a
No, right,
villain.
like rent's due the 15th. I don't have $200, but here's a TV. Oh, okay,
But
cool.
I mean, you could just steal money.
Yeah, you could just go to a bank.
I've been to banks. I
Yeah.
go to one frequently.
Yeah.
I could go in and steal all the
Go
money
there.
and then come back and deposit it.
Yeah, exactly. Just don't deposit the exact amount.
Yeah, because
then
that's
you'll get
sketchy, man.
I mean, yeah, but like
It's like,
I
we're
could.
missing $5,000.
phone
I'd like to deposit $5,000.
That's probably what.
What I imagine you do is you go in, and you get in line, and you make a thing, like a transaction, and you leave. But some point in time while you were in line, you stop time. That way you were there the whole time.
You
like,
make a thing like a transaction.
I've thought of
Just not a transaction,
You
but a
make
thing
a
like a
transaction.
transaction.
Something that's like.
But yeah, no,
very
that was
close
actually
Yeah.
pretty
very
close
close to
because
a
you're
transaction.
I've
you're
thought
there the
about
whole
stopping
time.
time for
Yeah, you're definitely
for
there
crime
the
a
whole
lot. I mean, crime is convenient. There's a reason it's illegal.
time. That's true.
If you
That
could
is true.
just go take whatever you
Technically,
wanted.
I think it's the only thing that's illegal.
Yeah, crime.
Crime.
For the most part, yeah.
Put that on the fucking t-shirt. Crime.
No, but
it's
you
the
can do,
only
like-
thing that's illegal.
Even if you like have to do something you can't stop time for, like that's illegal, and then the police show up, you just stop,
time and go somewhere
fucking
else.
leave,
Yeah.
right? It's like it's always.
Oh, and just bring somebody you don't
useful.
like in to stand in your place. Just
Yeah,
put
and
somebody
they're
else
just
there
like,
to get
what
caught.
the fuck's happening?
So
and
they're
they're
not
like,
looking for
get
you.
down, and they're like, what? And then the cops like,
Yeah,
Wait, is that
shoot
the
them.
same guy? I mean, it must be.
Yeah,
it must
he's
be the
right
same
there,
guy.
yeah.
He's right
yeah,
there.
just,
Just
you know,
like a-
ruin
It's just
someone's
like
life.
Just like a tiny black man
In
instead.
a
They're like,
human
that's
evil.
not. That must be the guy. I don't know.
Fuck it, shoot him, I guess. What are we gonna do? Figure this out? That's the easiest way to
Time
solve
travelers'
the
lives
situation.
matter too, guys.
Time travelers' lives. Oh Lord,
So
Dude,
good.
Time Traveler's Wife, though,
Yeah, that was
on a
a
side
great
note.
movie, man.
no idea what we're
Boy.
talking about.
No.
Oh,
Watch
you
it,
need
man.
to.
You can't call yourself a lesbian if you don't watch that movie and cry like a girl, man. You cry. I cried so much.
I cried super
I
much.
mean,
God,
I cried.
yeah,
for
man,
days.
I
call
cried like a
myself
little
lesbian.
baby.
Oh well, still. You should watch
I
the
should
movie.
still see it.
You will cry like a girl,
Dude,
man.
Speaking
I
of
cried
crying,
so hard.
speaking of crying, Finding Dory.
Mm.
Oh.
Did you watch Finding Dory?
Oh, it's out already? I didn't even know it was
No,
out.
No,
it's
it's
in
in
the
theaters.
That's what I said. Is that not what I said? It's
Well,
out already?
okay.
No, it's
we,
not
we,
out.
We
It's
assumed
in
you meant the
theaters.
other
It's in
out.
theaters.
Sorry.
It is
Got
out.
a bootleg.
I wonder who said that. That wasn't my voice.
He
Everyone
went
saw
and he
that.
bought it from the Pirate Bay.
Yes. No.
Yeah, you
I
put
saw
in
it
your
in
credit card
theaters.
information.
I saw it in theaters, at home, but
I saw it in a theater.
it was
from my house.
It was in a theater.
Yeah.
There was even a guy that stood
Clearly,
up.
people
cried,
in
really?
theaters.
Dude, a little bit, one big ass tear out of each eye.
One big ass tear out of each
It was a
eye.
good movie, man.
Oh, dude.
There was just this one part. Oh, did I forget?
Don't
again?
no
It's
spoilers.
Like, oh,
I haven't seen
God,
This
my
is
that.
a
heart.
spoiler-free review.
we have to cut that part out, man.
Welcome to Caleb Reviews Shit. Title right here. Spoiler-free review.
Just out here reviewing shit today. This week, Finding Dory. It was good.
Thank
Thanks
you
for coming.
I said thank you, Common, because I'm just saying at the same time.
Today we have Common reviewing Finding Dory.
Uh,
That'd be a good show. I would watch that show.
I'd watch that.
I'd watch
I'd
Common
definitely watch that.
reviewing
Yeah, Common's
Oh,
pretty
man,
cool,
that's a
dude.
nice breeze
That's a
coming
really
right
nice
there.
breeze,
Ooh.
and Caleb's stealing all of it from me. That
I
little
would much
shit.
rather, if I had to pick a rapper to host a talk show, ODB.
Oh, that would be fun. You know he's dead though.
I know.
It'd be a bad talk show.
Oh, if there was a rapper you could bring back from the dead to interview, who would it be?
Not ODB.
I would not want to be in the same room as that guy. Maybe, depending on how drunk I was, I might enjoy that. But that guy, man,
ODB
he was
a mess. Man.
He was a mess.
He was
Yes,
an old,
exactly.
dirty bastard.
Yep. He was also a
That's
big
not
baby
a
Jesus.
nickname you get, right? Big baby Jesus. Is
that was the
is
thing.
that who that refers to? Big
Yeah,
baby Jesus?
you didn't know that? He changed his name in his older age, like Snoop Lion. Except he was
He
Big
changed
Baby
the bag,
Jesus.
though.
He did.
I've heard a few people say Big Baby Jesus in rap songs.
Yeah, it's old DB. Old DB.
Oh.
That's him.
That's cool.
BBJ?
Just dropping knowledge. If I could bring a rapper back from the dead to interview, that does make it easier to answer. But I still don't know who.
If I could bring a rapper back to listen to, it'd be Tupac. But to interview, I don't feel like he would enjoy an interview with me. I think he would. He would just leave.
Everyone who just saw that either said, "Oh fuck yeah," or he just said Tupac.
Even I did that. I don't even.
Yeah.
Can I take that
You
back?
can say plenty of rappers, but if you say Tupac or Biggie, you're gonna cause problems.
Oh, sorry. Let me just change that now to Vanilla Ice. I'll bring Vanilla Ice back
From the dead.
from the dead.
Yep. Yep. That's a good one.
Slim Shady in that.
Mr. Rob
vein,
Van
Slim
Winkle.
Shady, because new Eminem is different.
You talking about the Royce da 5'9" stuff? Because that stuff is quality, man.
Yeah, that stuff was good, but just like Relapse.
His Max Headroom thing is definitely
Yeah.
it's a weird situation.
But
It's a good song.
His
good
newer
lyrics.
music in general not as good as his older music.
I feel like he doesn't have Dre
produced.
producing anymore, and that's what
That's
happened.
also true.
I don't know if that's all that happened, but it feels to me like that's what happened.
That did happen.
Dre's just a damn beat master.
He really is.
He is, dude. He really is.
Gotta get Timbaland and Magoo in there. It's a rap thing.
I mean,
Timbaland
I'm
is
new.
a music producer.
Oh man,
Timbaland
if I
and
could
Magoo
bring a
were
rapper
together
back
in
from
the
the
90s.
dead, Sean Price. He
Sean
just
Price.
died.
Sean Price, the
recently.
backpack rap. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
he was good, man.
Yeah.
God damn.
The great
That's a good one, man.
Sean Price. That was.
Backpack rap. Yeah.
I can't think
absolutely,
of another
man.
rapper I like as much as him that's also dead. But there probably is one that I just.
I can't think of any either. Like, really.
A lot of rappers I'm really
That's a good
into
one.
are still alive.
Yeah, me too.
So,
Mhm.
you know.
Oh yeah.
R.A. Chance.
Dude,
Chance the.
Chance the.
the-
Yeah, I like that
Chance,
guy.
comma the.
Yeah.
Chance, comma the.
Or it would be the comma chance. I guess.
Oh yeah, the comma chance.
It would be rapper comma chance
the. Yeah.
Yeah.
What,
The
did you
comma
change
comes
the
before
the just
chance.
now?
The same
Do,
difference.
do
don't
you
think he's ever
use
been
the
Chance the
or
rapper.
the
The chance of the rapper.
when you're talking to people?
I feel like it depends on the word that follows
Also,
it.
or a. Like,
Also
yeah.
depends on the word that follows
I got
it.
a sandwich or I got a sandwich.
Sandwich. You
It's
change
like, well,
the
see,
sandwich.
but listen,
part
it's just
also.
like oh, I just made a sandwich. You're like, oh, I just made a goddamn hamburger sandwich. You
Yeah,
use
it
A in
changes
that context.
sandwich though.
Yeah,
It changes the word that comes after it.
It does. That
A-
was
a
weird. That happened
sandwich or A
twice.
sandwich.
Show us a
A
sandwich.
sandwich.
It really does. Cut to
A
a
sandwich.
clip of
A
a
sandwich.
sandwich.
Cut
Cut to a
clip.
clip of a
Cut a
sandwich.
clip of a sandwich, please. Pretty please. Thank
It's
you.
the Earl of Sandwich. That'd be good too.
All right, if you could bring back any dead musician, just one, not plural, like not a
To
band, just
interview.
one specific.
to
Maybe
interview.
To interview.
Who would it be?
I just posed my first question. I
Da-
think.
David Bowie, I guess.
Well,
Yeah.
like
It's
I don't want to
easy.
say but you said to interview, and like he just died.
Yeah.
We're not really missing anything.
I never met him.
Oh, for you to interview.
Yeah, if I'm the one.
Yeah.
Oh, if I'm just watching an
Yeah,
interview.
I was just
oh.
thinking like who's the most. I didn't really think about like that you would get to meet them. I know that's
Yeah,
weird.
Yeah.
absolutely.
But I was
yeah.
just trying to think like who would be the most interesting interview.
Oh, Andy
But,
Kaufman.
like David Bowie's probably really out of shit to talk about. He was
Right now, that's true. Just
He's been
completely
interviewed
out
a
of
lot.
shit to talk about.
The
Yeah.
man had been interviewed.
For 50 years, like every day,
Every
he'd been
fucking
interviewed.
day, he had really been interviewed.
Just
You
said
know,
everything
you
there
can't
was
say
to
that
say.
enough about him. You can't. But to meet David Bowie would be interesting. I wasn't that into David Bowie. I really like a few of his songs.
Yeah, I feel like I would. It
I
would
totally
just be.
get that he was important.
Yeah, but
I just wasn't personally into him.
yeah. So for you, who you got? Who you got?
Oh,
Who you
man.
got? Sean Price
It's-
again?
Well, I'd like to talk to him, but I feel like. Do you have an idea already?
Do I?
Come
No,
back to me.
no, absolutely
It's
not.
hard for me.
I say it is your question. I added the to interview part of it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
yeah,
bringing
it's
somebody back. And
Bringing someone back, that's also hard for me to answer.
Yeah.
I usually expect a long answer, and
Right.
then I get to...
because I kind of want to say Kurt Cobain just so I wouldn't ever have to listen to the Foo Fighters.
I was.
But that's not a very nice thing to say.
Oh,
Wow, I
Wow.
kind of like the Foo
I do
Fighters.
too. I'm not saying I don't. I just don't. It's
I mean, bringing Kurt back wouldn't be the worst idea.
it wouldn't. I mean, that was one of my first thoughts, to be completely honest, when you said that.
We can figure out who killed him.
That's what exactly. That's why. It's just like,
'Cause
who
I have
killed
my
you?
doubts.
he's like, I don't fucking know, man. I was so
It's like-
fucked up
it's
at
like
the time.
I was so high, I don't even know.
It might have been me. I don't
It's like,
fucking
I'm
know.
pretty sure it was the gun.
I think,
Gun did it.
It just kind of happened.
Cut to a clip of the mugshot
gun.
of the gun.
Mugshot of the gun. Oh, that's a
The
great
gun.
clip. That is a great clip
Oh,
right
man.
there.
To interview, man. Maybe Frank Zappa. I'm not really into his music, but he was a character.
Yeah, that would be a good interview.
It would be a good interview.
Yeah, that's for sure. I'd be a good guy to talk to.
Yeah, man.
just
Maybe he
crazy.
could explain his tunes to me. 'Cause,
I don't know. I'm
like,
pretty sure that nobody could explain Frank
well,
Zappa's
see,
tunes.
my
Not even
dad,
Frank
my
Zappa.
Not
dad-
even Frank Zappa.
My dad was a metalhead and also loved Frank Zappa and talked about
How
him
do
a lot.
those two mix?
Exactly. I
it's not-
always just assumed. I never heard a Frank Zappa song until like a month ago. And I just, from when I was like 8, I was like, oh, Frank Zappa, he's like an old rocker or something like that, because my dad was into him.
Nope.
No, man, because like
Nope.
my dad, he would have posters. It was like Pantera, Metallica, Slayer, Frank Zappa, and then like he would just keep going.
Just
And-
one of the guys on the wall.
So
Yeah.
then, yeah, and then I got on Spotify once I started paying for it, and I was like, Frank Zappa, fuck it, type it in, and I fucking hit it, and I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
And I
It's
still
weird.
don't. I was like, maybe he did one weird
so
album.
weird.
And
No.
a different
No,
song.
He
from
did.
me.
He did do one weird album, and then he did every other weird album. He was just weird.
And there was
man.
no. I was expecting like maybe he had like 2 or 3 albums that were like rock shit, and
No, 2 or 3 songs maybe that were kind of rock shit,
It
but
was
like
just a
most of
lot
it
of
was just weird.
stuff.
Really weird.
Like, how do you get famous doing stuff like that? He's like legend of music and just never did anything that was even kind of music. It
And
was
I
just
would love
noise.
to hear him talk about his music. I need to just listen to some interviews, or
Yeah, that's
probably
true.
a lot of them.
I also need to get into some Tom Waits while he's still alive, because that guy does some weird stuff that is really good.
Ooh, well, he's not dead. Never mind.
Which live musician would you bring back?
To interview.
Is it an interview to the like back to the house?
Yeah, it's just like, our guest today is...
Wait, Michael, if you would be able to interview anyone, flash him up on the screen. He can do that.
I'd still say he could cut to a clip of himself where he's just like
Oh, yeah, that works too.
interviewing the guy. Oh, that'd be so good.
Oh, man.
Where
it
he
would
just
be
asks a
great.
question and then he's got a clip of the guy answering the question.
Every
Oh,
time we
do that.
ask a question, just
That'll
for a
only take
second,
3 days.
a flash, an image that answers the question from him. That would be a good thing to do. It's just like, all right, the next question is this, and then his answer flashes on the screen for a second, and the rest of it just plays.
That's his little contribution.
Yeah.
Judd Nelson, is he still alive?
I don't know who that is.
Breakfast Club.
There you go.
Yeah, he is. He does lots of softcore porn.
That's not true.
That is totally true.
Wow, because you didn't answer immediately. It sounded like, it seemed like you were thinking, and then you said some really outlandish shit. And I
Totally
honest,
true.
I'm gonna be real with you. I feel like you made that up.
No, totally true. Cut to a clip.
No!
It's softcore, man. You can show that kind of thing.
You can.
Yes, you can. Just show a whole 2-hour-long softcore Judd Nelson movie.
So this episode's at like 8 or 9 days long
Yeah.
now.
But no, he seriously like
Alright, I mean, he just
alive does lots of like Skinamax.
he just hangs about sometimes.
just does Skinamax.
Just hangs. Just
Not-
dangles there.
Not what I meant, but
Lance
yeah.
just hangs
He
Fogel.
did said he did say that it was softcore. So it would just be dangling about. There would be no it would just be there.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
I'm over here.
Up and over, I'm gonna be over, I will be there whenever you call. Come on, man.
I still don't know what rapper I will bring back.
I
still don't.
don't know. I like to smoke with Bob Marley.
He wasn't a rapper.
He wasn't. I
That's
changed that.
yeah, it could be argued.
I mean, yeah. If I could interview any dead musician, any single one, probably Dimebag.
Oh, that'd be good. Yeah. I was thinking Bach.
Yeah, something like that. But that would almost
Johann
be
Sebastian
You can
Bach.
make so much money.
But he would probably only speak German, so it'd be really hard to.
That's a language barrier right there.
Yeah, that's what
English
that's called.
to German.
I would just be spouting Rammstein lyrics at him. He would just think I was crazy.
Just
Look
the
at
biggest douchebag
Du hast,
ever.
and he's like, Du hast what?
Du hast. No, question mark. How do you say question mark in German? Like somebody.
Question mark.
You hate.
You just
you
say
hate
it with
what?
a racist accent, and he would immediately understand.
Grab me one of those.
Question mark.
Question mark.
Did
Marks.
I ever tell you guys
Thanks for joining us on the Talky Show. I'm Lance Vogel. I'm Lance Vogel.
He's Lance Vogel.
I'm Mike Mealton.
Mike Mealton.
And this has been our special guest,
Caleb Payton.
Caleb Payton.
That's me.
Caleb
I'll try to
Payton.
be back if that's okay.
We'll have you back on one day.
Yeah.
You might become a permanent fixture here. So,
Just keep showing up at the house while we're doing stuff, and then when you come in through the guest cage, you're just a part of the show.
yeah, man.
That's what
Like
happens.
whoever shows up out there.
Also,
is just like,
anybody out there watching, show up at the house.
Yeah, just show up at the house. It's fine. Right here, you can be a guest.
That's how you get on the show.
Maybe
That
not
easy. That's how Lance got on the show. Just started showing up at my house.
Showing up.
Oh man, what
Noah,
country?
cut to a clip.
Please do.
Oh.
So yeah, that's our show.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming. Like, share, subscribe. If you want your questions to be on the show, let us know down here, down that way, and we'll ask them, and we may even answer them.
Yeah, sort of answer them anyway. Like at least sort of.
Yeah. So just I mean we're gonna run out of ideas eventually, kids.
I'm pretty sure we already did. I think that's
yeah.
what this show was about.
Yeah.
It's us being out of ideas. It's a good thing you showed up. This show would have been bad.
I'm bored, man. Nothing to do today.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna take a break. We're gonna write some questions, and then we're gonna
And-
record another episode.
Yeah, man. And just for
I'll kiss you in the mouth.
please do not.
All
please
right.
do not.
Thanks for showing up.
Speaking
This is
of
the
the-
Talky Show, and we'll see you next week. The Talky Show.